in. So if you're finding this video, of course you need to hear it. But you're probably finding this video also because there is so much going on in the month of April. Now you already know this is going to be a read, energy breakdown, channel messages, really about all the energy of this month. Beyond that, there is a huge pivotal transition that the collective is starting to make. We're starting to not just awaken, because I've heard, or I'm sure you have heard so many times this thing of, oh, we're awakening. And yes, we are in this constant stage of awakening. Reminder that awakening looks many different ways for many different people. But we are in this energy, this pivotal energy of the veil lifting, of complete truth, complete transparency, of a lot of filters really being dissolved. And we as a collective are seeking more authenticity, more authentic experiences, more authentic connections, more authentic ways of expressing ourselves. And in this pocket of days that we call a month in April, we're going to be experiencing not just eclipse season, not just Mercury retrograde, but we're also going to be experiencing this huge, massive, just really this energy of unveiling. And I want to talk to you about something, because as you guys know, there's many different things that I know within my heart that are not true. And one of those things are this aspect or this energy of duality, this aspect of energy of it's either black and white, it's either good or bad. There's just two laws of one or the other. I don't believe in that. And I'm saying that to say that you're going to see so many astrologers and spiritualists and readers and people who may create content similar to mine, or may give messages similar to mine, saying that this is the time that everything is going to be revealed and your secrets and da 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 da. And I want to tell you this: while many people may be saying that in a way of all the bad people will get revealed and da da da, and that is true, but also, let me stop holding the lighter. The secrets are going to be revealed, and also in a way of your truth is going to liberate you. These people who have done X, Y, and Z, their truth will liberate them. I'm going to tell you why it's not necessarily a dualistic aspect thing. Of course, there are morally wrong things that if you do this to a certain human, yes, you should pay the consequences, whatever the case. But however, with all of these things coming into light, and with all the things that may come into light in your life as well, there may be things that you have not wanted to admit to yourself. There may be things that you may have tried to hide about yourself to yourself, right? You may be trying to suppress something. You may be trying to deny an aspect of yourself. And you may find that in the month of April, the things that you have been denying about yourself, the aspects of yourself that you have been suppressing, the things that you really have been trying to turn a blind eye to, these things may be revealed, secrets may be revealed, but your truth will literally lift a whole weight off of you. You will find yourself in April feeling like you no longer have to pretend. You will find yourself in April feeling like you no longer have to put on a show. You no longer have to put on a mask. And the same with these positions and these people in power, or these people in these different industries who are getting exposed right now. They are going to suffer the consequences, but in the consequence, and them people finally revealing the truth about these people, they will finally be able to face these parts of themselves that they may have tried to suppress, or may have gotten even more violent because they have rejected them in some way. And so the truth is being revealed, yes. Secrets are being revealed, yes. But that truth that you have been hiding is a lot more harmful than the truth that you finally admit to yourself. Because when you can finally admit these things to yourself, you're finally liberated. When you can finally admit these things to yourself, you can finally get the help that you need, if that's the case, or you can finally live more authentically, right? And so even in the quote-unquote consequences of finally facing a truth, there is always liberation. There is always freedom. There is always healing. Because healing requires that higher level of truth and authenticity. And you cannot heal without being honest about what you are healing. You cannot treat anything without being honest about what you're looking at, right? Or you cannot come back into wholeness without understanding how you have pulled yourself away from that wholeness and authenticity in the first place. And so what I'm saying here, let me take a sip, okay? Drink some tea, drink some water, take a sip as I burn a little bit more Palo Santo. But what I'm saying here is that, yes, indeed, the truth will set you free. Yes, indeed, the truth will set you free. And beyond that, even though what may happen in April may feel like it's like everything is just like it's like this rawness that you feel, this feeling of being almost exposed, of feeling like everything is just being, open for everybody to see. And that's that uncomfortability, right? That discomfort that you may feel from that rawness coming through. You get more and more used to it because you begin to realize that rawness, that openness, that vulnerability is really just transparency and authenticity. And so many of us have lived a life where our authenticity scares us, right? What we've been suppressing scares us. The parts of ourselves that we don't want anyone else to see scare us. But the more comfortable that you become with all parts of yourself, the easier and easier for you, the easier and easier it will be for you to finally live in alignment with your blessings. Because your blessings want the authentic version of you. Your blessings don't want the part of you that's perfectly packaged, that's perfect in all aspects. Your blessings want only the authentic version of you. That's going to be the magnet that attracts in everything that you've been asking for. So what we have in April, and I'm about to pull cards, but what we have in April, let me put the damn lighter down. What we have in April is a transformative time to finally take back your power over your truth, yes, over your authenticity, yes, over your life, yes, but also take back your power in regards to your self-expression, how you know yourself, how comfortable you are with your true self, how comfortable you are with all aspects of yourself, and not letting anybody and anything use your truth against you. Because when you live in your truth, when you live in your truth, let me go back. When you live in your truth, no one can shame you. And what I was about to say is one of my favorite quotes from P.S. Love Jolie is, "You cannot shame the unshamed." And so what that means is when you reclaim your truth, when you reclaim your story, when you stand firmly in who you are, no one can use those things against you. They may not like you, but the more people that don't like you, the more people love you. Because to be great is to be polarizing, it is not to be neutral. So let me tell you something. Things are about to change. This is not a time where you can live under any facade anymore. This is not a time where you can suppress anything anymore. This is a time for you to be honest and for you to sit with your truth. Regardless if it's triggers or whatever the case is, it's time for you to sit with your truth and be open and honest about your truth. And only in that openness and honesty can you use this energy efficiently. But before we can go into all that alchemy, we must first be honest about what we're working with. Okay? Yeah. goodness. Alchemy series is on my Patreon. We did that series last year, I believe. But let's jump right into it. That was a really beautiful series. Really a series about how to enlighten, but that's another story. So this is gonna be your April read, going into what each sign should be expecting for the month of April on my Patreon. I'll of course put the link below. You guys already know too, if you haven't seen from my beach hair, that this hair went snorkeling with me, y'all, from my beach hair and from my tan. I just got back from Thailand a week ago and I'm still editing the vlog, so that's going to be up soon as well on this channel. And of course I'm announcing my next retreat location and theme very soon as well, so get ready for that. Let me cleanse these cards real quick. Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for all the challenges. Thank you for all the blessings. Thank you for all the things that has brought us to this point, that have brought us to this point right here, right now. Spirit, we block off all negative energies from all realms and dimensions and all space and time, and we invite in, I'm saying because I'm getting visions already. We invite in our benevolent angels, our benevolent spirit guides, and our benevolent ancestors to come forward and deliver messages of love and light to best assist us on our path and purpose. Spirit, can you show us this energy for, wow. Oh! We will show this energy for the month of April. Oh my goodness. Okay, so before I jump into these cards that popped out, and of course I'm gonna pull a couple clarifiers because we love to see how this energy talks to us. I want to tell you that the word that I heard while I was praying just now was surplus. Okay, surplus. This, even though we have a Mercury retrograde in the sign of Aries, even though we have this eclipse season, even though we have all these things, which typically all these things all together says lay low, don't do anything, right? Don't launch. I'm gonna break all that down. But what I want to tell you that I just heard, and the cards just, you know, pinning out for us, is that this is actually an extremely abundant time for many of us. You will see, like, I'm getting this energy of like spontaneous combustion. I'm getting this energy of, I don't know where I'm starting, I don't know what's going on, but I'm doing it, and all of a sudden, as soon as you do it, things take off. I'm getting this energy of like just a lot of things sprouting at once. That kind of thing where it's like, you may have thought that you just like, that your plant is just now sprouting, but I think you forgot that you planted this seed a year ago. I think that you forgot that you planted this seed 5 years ago. I think that you forgot that you set this intention a very long time ago. And even though you've been watering the plant and kind of, you know, patiently tending to it, and just been kind of doing your own thing, you're gonna kind of look back and you're gonna be like, holy shit, look at all these leaves, look at all this fruit, look at all these things. And it's like you almost didn't notice it because you were subconsciously moving towards it this whole entire time. The courses that you've taken, the information that you have, the people that you've met, the connections that you've made, you know, your writing that you've done. Like, there's so many different things that have happened over the last course of this year that it's like in this season, in April, you're going to find everything just starts coming like, oh my gosh, that was a heavy slap, a hard slap. Everything just starts to come together and weave together and stitch together, and it's like everything is just kind of locking into place. This energy of surplus is in the air. This energy of surplus is in the air. I'm seeing like a lot of fives. But what Spirit is showing me is 511. 511, what this really represents in this moment, you guys are definitely going to be seeing a lot of 5s and 511s, but what this definitely represents in this moment, the message that I'm getting is preparation for the surplus, preparation for the cornucopia, preparation for the right fruits, right? Have you cleaned the fridge? Have you made room for this harvest that's coming in? Or are you still holding on to the shit that is decomposing? Have you made room in your closet for the new clothes? You know, you cannot just pile shit on shit. You have to clean things out. And so 511, what I'm really hearing and feeling with this energy and this message is, have you prepared yourself for all the things that are coming with this surplus? Have you prepared yourself for all the things that are coming with this blessing? Have you prepared yourself? I think right now, not I think, but I know right now is a time for you to clean. It's a time for you to clean. It's a time for you to make room. It's a time for you to, and it's so funny that we're going into this. I started off this reading talking about this energy of truth and authenticity, because it's like, yes, it's time for the truth to come out. It's time for you to be honest and authentic. It's time for you to clear out the people who don't really support you. It's time for you to just, and the thing is, you know who these people are, you know what you need to get rid of, you know the changes that you need to make, and it's just like you have been trying to force fit these things in your life because it's more comfortable for you to not tell the truth than it is for you to tell the truth. Now Spirit is saying, no, let the truth be revealed. Let the floodgates be open so that you can hold more of the energy that I'm trying to give you. You have your energy, your aura clogged the up. It's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to let it go. And the thing here that I really want you to understand is you have been prepared for lifetimes, but unfortunately/fortunately, there are still some things that you have held on to because you feel like it makes you a better person if you spare people's egos. It makes you a better person if you take the emotional beating that some of these situations give you. It makes you a better person. It makes more sense. It does not make more sense. Because Spirit is looking at your ass right now and being like, how many signs do I have to send? Oh my goodness, the cornucopia is coming, but have you prepared? Have you stepped into that version of yourself who prioritizes yourself, but then also nurtures your own health, but then also takes accountability, but then also is open and honest with yourself? You have to start off with yourself. Your boundaries are not for anyone but yourself. Have you been upholding your own boundaries? Let's pull some clarifiers. I feel called to pull from the Iris Oracle deck as well. Spirit, what is the, coming in hot. What is the energy of April for us? This might be the best the best Mercury retrograde I've read in my 5 years of doing this publicly. It really is. Let's go into it. Let's get into it. Go into it. Yes, let's dive into it. Let's go straight into it. So the first card that we have here is Emergence, baby. Second card that I have here is Infinite. Oh my goodness. Third card that we have here is Open Road. Fourth card that we have here is Passing. Not surprised to see this, baby. The four cards that I have to clarify are Broken and Hatched here. See that beautiful artwork. And I love that this is paired with Emergence. Come on now. Come on now. Ooh. Spirit said the very thing that broke you will build you. The very thing that broke you will build you. So this is a message to pause, because I was gonna tell y'all all the clarifier cards, but the very thing that broke you will build you, baby. Now what does that mean, Elizabeth? I'm about to tell you. Woo! The very thing that you feel like ruined it all. The very thing that you feel like got you down and out. The very thing that you have had such a hard time healing over, grappling with. It gave you the exact wisdom that you needed in order for you to step into your passion, your purpose, and your blessings. The very thing that broke you will build you. we're shifting. Let me tell you something. You already know this. If you are here, you already know this. You know that we're shifting into an age. Let's just talk about this. Let's just talk about this, right? Let's talk about celebrities in just for 2 seconds. I know. Let's talk about it for 2 seconds. We are shifting into an age, even with celebrities, where we want to know more. Even you see stories. Okay, what are you doing on a day-to-day basis? But beyond what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, what are your morals? You know, how are you in integrity? What do you feel about this topic, that topic? Why are you not speaking about this? Whatever the case is, we're seeing more and more people feel this way. Now, however you feel about that, put that to the side. This is an example of how we're evolving as a collective. More and more people want to know what's really going on there. But beyond that, there's a very funny way to do this, right? There's 2 ways. You can put it out on Front Street, be completely transparent, leave it all out there. Or what you can do is you can see all the things that's happened in your life, all the things that you've done, and talk about them from, and express them from, and revisit them in some ways from a space of wisdom and empowerment. And in that way, the very things that broke you, yes, in fact, will build you. Because people don't just want to know all the things that you've gone through. People don't just want to know all these aspects of transparency. Yes, we want to know that, but we also want to know how to continue to ascend and heal and move forward as a collective. And so why I'm saying that is, similarly to this energy of everybody wanting to know what's really going on in your head, or whatever, how you feel, whatever the case is, there's this energy of an unveiling, similarly to what we talked about at the very beginning of this reading. There's an energy of an unveiling with the collective of, actually, you know what, I'm going to revisit this. I'm going to be honest about how this actually has affected me. I'm going to be honest with myself about who I am as a person. I'm going to revisit my truth, and I'm going to own my truth. And I'm going to use that very thing that did break me to really build me in seeing the wisdom and the power that I have gained from it. I'm going to choose to heal. I'm going to choose to become whole again. And I'm no longer going to fragment off that part of myself that went through that dealt with that. I'm going to invite back in that part of myself and say, no, we are all whole again. Because there are things that the skills that you've sharpened, there's things that you've gone through, there's things that have happened with you, with that part of you, that you still need in order for you to become whole. Because there's nothing in this life that was not previously written. And there's nothing in this life that you cannot gain wisdom and power from. And so what I want to tell you, number 1, is emergence. What once broke you will now build you. It's time for you to reemerge with all versions of yourself and step fully into your truth. Okay, that's number 1. Now, we have infinite. And we have be free, do what you love. Now, this is where I saw at the very beginning of this reading, this aspect of spontaneous combustion. When the infinite card comes up, this says you may even be thinking too small. You may need to be thinking a little bit bigger. You may need to really make sure that you're putting your heart and soul into the things that you say that you desire, so that you can start to move forward in a way that actually helps you manifest these things. You may need to stop doubting your own ability. You may need to stop, doubling back on what you say you're going to do, and you may need to start to say yes to yourself. The infinite. There is no limit to what you can create. There is no limit to what you can really do in this life. So the question here is, are you going to give yourself permission to say yes? Are you going to give yourself permission to show up? Are you going to give yourself permission to move forward with action? Are you going to give yourself permission to be free and do what you love? Didn't know I was going to loop around back like that, but here we are. Okay, sorry about come on now. There we go. Are you going to give yourself permission to be free? There's no one who's going to free you. Sometimes you have to take freedom. You have to take it for yourself. And what that means is you think that there's going to be a job that gives you more money, or you think that there's going to be something or someone that magically happens for you that's automatically, just miraculously going to give you the things that you desired, when you forgot that it is you who frees yourself. And you free yourself by shifting your actions. You free yourself by shifting what you consistently choose. Some of us are keeping ourselves in the same timeline, looped in a hole, whoa, over and over and over and over and over again. Because we think that this is all that there is to experience. We've reached the peak. I should be happy. Yes, there's a beautiful energy of contentment and gratitude that is meant to be felt, but also knowing that sometimes we limit our own expression. And so it's not just about being grateful, it's also about freeing yourself from the own limitations or the self-imposed limitations that you put on yourself. So it's time to free yourself. The next cards that we have here are Open Road in the upright with good things in the upright as well, baby. Oh my goodness. Yes, the floodgates will open. Yes, the fountain will begin to pour. Yes, there will be an oasis that is created in the desert. Yes, you will find yourself in a new position. Yes. Yes. But this will only come. This is all looping back around again. Passing in the upright with someone soon in the upright. This will only come. The open road will only come when you have uncovered and expressed all the things that you truly have to say. Uncovered and expressed all the things that you know are your truth. Good things. The truth will set you free. What? Yes. Again, we've heard that so many times, but what does that really mean? It's harder to live a lie than to live in your truth. You need to start to ask yourself, how have I been holding back my own truth, and how have I not been expressing my truth, my true desires, and my true potential? This is the month to wake up. This is the month to stop sleeping on yourself, but then also this is the month for you to just fucking do it. And have high standards for yourself. And have high assumptions, not expectations, assumptions. What does that mean? That means that we assume that the universe is always looking out for us. We assume the universe is about to bless us in a way that we can't even comprehend. We will assume the greatest, and we will also assume that anything that we come in paths with or crossing with until that point is only prepping us for that moment. This is an assumption. It's time for you to assume the best, not just of yourself, but also for the world, because everything is coming together to give us this huge open road. The bottom of the deck energy here is heaven. So meet me there. I love you guys so much. Oh, I have so much in store for y'all for the month of April. Not just this beautiful energy, but also all the things that I'm going to be offering very soon. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.